Back in Hive City, Mellowthrax. Some things have gone down.
Okay.
Another day in the slums.
Yes.
The Dark Tide mission start sound is very appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So, the balance of power has changed with the Inquisitor's arrival.
Absolutely.
Yes, it has.
You do not face only the RBTs or the PDFs, you now face the Inquisition. It seems like you're in a tough spot right now. Everything hangs in the balance.
Yes.
The balance of not being found out for what you truly are, that
And
being
that is the
heretics.
most important. That is the most important objective. Because they're just searching for something that they don't know exactly what. Arbiters and the PDF are just care about taking care of gangs. The Inquisitor wants to know what happened, the phenomena, and that's it. That's all they know. Oh, by the way, when Dantiok read the Inquisitor's mind in the last session, did she knew or suspected anything about the burning church where we did the ritual?
No.
Okay, so despite everything, this is confined for now.
It was taken as an act of vandalism, as an act of disbelief against the Emperor. It was seen as a gang activity rather than heresy.
Okay,
or
I'm good. That's
occult.
good enough for me. That's good enough. We have to decide what to do to stop the impending war against the gangs. Probably we should try to put the arbiters against the PDF and vice versa. Against in the sense of not collaborating, not necessarily fighting, but not willing to collaborate. And how could we do that? Seeding distrust, probably fake news. Maybe the arbiters, or maybe the PDF forces would consider the arbiters too involved with gang activity in the sense they are receive bribes and favors to look the other way when gangs are doing crime, which
Antioch.
is true.
If
Yes.
If I may, I may do some I may check your personal algorithm to see what your future may hold and the best path to take.
Sorry, Omicron, your voice modulator is a bit hard to understand.
He wants to see something to look at your
Pathetic.
future.
Okay. Can you do that?
Yeah, there is divination magic.
There's divination, yes, but the character, his character. Okay.
Or it could be a trait. What is it? The soothsayer trade, used to foretell the future by a number of interpretive arts, though its effectiveness is suspect.
Yeah, but I didn't know that tech priests could have divination.
Well, he's a psyker.
Oh, okay. Nice.
A psych attack. Oh my god, why?
Why not?
This is the 41st millennium.
Antioch
I
is
know
a
that
scientist
I
also,
just
not only a
Because
scientist.
the God Emperor
actually
has
kind of makes
abandoned
sense
us.
for the actually kind of makes sense for the Doc Mechanicum.
Said the
there you go.
warpsmith. Yeah. Antioch would be able to tell
Well, what
that
about the
Omicron
assassins? What
is
happened to
a
them?
psyker.
What happened to the assassins?
Well, since you were not here to, because the assassins are under your wing, we didn't mention anything about them. So I guess they're still with you somewhere.
They are
Yes.
spread around the Hive City in different safe houses, taking out any order you give, or simply perfecting their craft.
Okay.
So Omicron wants to see the future of Antioch, right?
Yes.
Antioch will then allow it. I mean, I don't think that Omicron needs the permission. What does involve seeing to the Antioch's mind?
Involves you being right there and waiting about half an hour.
What?
Just lay
The
down.
hell?
Lay down for half an hour.
Lay down for half an hour. Okay.
Well, you could just stand or sit if you're uncomfortable. Okay, personal augury. Rolling.
Come again?
Give me a second. That's 56. Okay, rolling. Target 69.
Nice.
I'll have to reroll that. Okay. 2 degrees success.
2 degrees of success. Okay. And what
Nice.
does Omicron see in Antioch's future?
The psyker gains intuition of the target's doom. Add further 2 negative influences that the target will face. That also, I believe that also includes the 1 degree of success, which is that psycho receives a symbolic warning of the greatest peril or obstacle faced by the target in question. This is a vague hint about what is to come.
It's the precognition power.
Personal augury.
Personal augury. Okay.
Yossi, I think it's better you only. I think it's better you use only the modulator when in character, not every time. Because I don't know about parameters, but
It's too long. Yeah.
it is.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know about parameters, but I have a bit of a hard time understanding exactly what you're saying with it activated.
The psyker receives a symbolic warning of the greatest peril or obstacle faced by the target in question. This is a vague hint about what is to come. So, do you read cards? Do you use human bones? How do you do it?
He will yeah, he'll use that. Could I just say I have the Emperor's tarot cards, or are they too rare?
You can have a
See
set of
the
those, yeah.
elves, don't
Okay.
They might be a bit tattered, but yeah.
We'll use those.
Omicron reads the cards. And he sees that Antioch, in the future, will have to face The Inquisitor. You see both faces, both the young and the old. And you see fire everywhere,
Hmm.
burning the Hive City from the top to the bottom.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Exterminatus, everyone? Might be.
We'd rather it not be.
Yeah, I would rather not too.
I'm still angry about the
Okay. I
angry
mean,
about
the
the fact that we
confrontation
have
with the
to abandon
the
our
confrontation with.
laboratories. But
I
we
mean,
should
it's done.
rebuild.
It's hey, it's done. It's done. You cannot like linger on it. The most important now is to survive and to remain anonymous to our enemies. Um, yeah, eventually
And
Antioch will have
how
to
shall
face the
we do that?
Inquisitor one way or on
But we
another.
need another. I need another base, so I may continue my work.
Well,
But we
Antioch will
need
try
to
to
save it.
talk with the Great Castle to see if they can um, uh, provide some abandoned warehouse for well, Nullspark
No,
to
but
build a new lab. Until then, Antioch is being called. He was called for a meeting in the previous session, and with this information about the Inquisitor and fire and what else, he's going to the meeting.
Antioch, may I join you?
I mean, can he? The can Omicron disguise?
He can attempt with a deceive test.
Oh right, I don't have mind link now.
That would be a fail.
No matter how you hide your mechadendrites, your true nature is very, very visible. It's evident. And,
Can I disguise myself as a regular tech priest?
Yeah, I guess that would make more sense.
that would add
Difficulty modifier.
a plus 20 to the roll.
How change is the Omicron?
How
Is
augmented?
he starting to not augmented in the sense of mechanical parts? I'm seeing if he has like already mutations protruding from his body that should not be on the tech priest.
Roll senescence.
Yeah.
Me for you want me to roll for
Yes,
sanity?
please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, Senescence, I have a plus 10, yes. And Senescence is intelligence, which is another 10 for the test.
I believe it's actually perception.
It's perception, yeah.
Oh, it's perception, right? So it's just 10. Anyway, I pass with how much degrees of success? Perception is 43, 24. 2 degrees of success.
fair, I don't know how many he would need to see, but he kind of hides it well, but under the circumstances. But I don't know how much Antioch would sense, but Omicron does have the mechanoid and pseudo-demonhood mutations.
Okay, but if Antioch would have some difficult time in noting, then how about normal people?
Normal people, as long as they don't really touch him, he should be just fine.
No touch.
In theory, at least.
Okay,
Because he
Now,
kind
how
of
do you gain mutations and such?
I guess it's from the start. No.
When you get corruption,
yeah.
and
Yes,
when you
if you
start,
have-
when you make the character, yeah.
If you, I think it's after 20. It's after 20 or 10 that you have to roll for gifts of the gods.
For humans, is every 10. For Space Marines, it's every 20, I think.
Okay. Antioch says that he can go, but if he's barred at the entrance, he should stay behind.
Just tell them I am your assistant.
Yes.
I am a techno archaeologist by trade. We should be able to make something of that.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go, Nullspark, make an infamy test to acquire a safe house, a lab, for your future projects.
Alright, so infamy. That would be. A moment. I need to roll plus infamy.
Yes. How much infamy do you have?
49.
All right. Roll the dice.
What's the goal?
It would be 79. There are a lot of empty spaces down here. One of them should do the trick.
37.
37 is a success. You do find an empty warehouse you can easily modify into a makeshift lab for your tests. It might not be the best one there is, but it will do.
Okay. Alright, now Spark's going to start the conversion of the warehouse into a lab. And for himself. Why is there many tyrannies there?
Any tyrannids?
Yeah.
Down
There's
here
there's
in
like
the
a
Hive
swarm of
City?
No, no. Go towards the Oh, I thought that was a termagant.
The color scheme is similar, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
The Ganger passed his deception test.
Maybe he's a member of a gene cult that just started.
No, it's not that one.
You joke about that, but those guys get everywhere.
Yes, I believe you. Hey, probably that's the reason why the fire in the Hive City. It's nothing to do with the chaos. It's only because of the Tyranids and the gene cult and the gene cults. Prometheus throwing us a curveball like that.
All of a sudden, you have to cleanse the Hive City of Tyranids. Of Zine Stealers. Yeah.
I think now Spark would instead of attempting to cleanse them. More like he just nab a couple of them and go to town, shall we say.
Hmm.
So is the meeting happening in the upper levels?
Yes. It's happening in the upper levels at the courtroom again.
Okay, the same place. But okay, with less, I guess, less people, right?
There are less people, yes. But it's still kind of the same situation. RBTs, commanders, the Inquisitor, Lord Darkon, and not every noble house has a representative.
Mhm.
Everybody has been called here again so that a few more things that might be discussed. For one, this thing, and with a gesture of the Inquisitor, a servitor brings forth the body of one of the grunts that lurk around the red rooms.
Mm.
Is his head smashed?
It appears to be mutilated in more than one ways. Deep cuts, signs of bite marks, missing limbs. It's barely recognizable for what it is.
Damn. Get me. And I'm guessing Spot has a video and audio reception and device so you can listen in
Yes,
and then see what's going on.
yes.
Okay.
You have a direct Vox and picture recording link to the event.
Okay.
And
So they bring the body of the grunt. The grunt is one of those little people that had the keys, right, to
yes,
the rooms. Okay. Was this Drash work? Did he kill the grunt? I don't remember.
it doesn't appear
We
to
did,
be
but-
One or two, I guess.
Yeah, this one doesn't appear
I
to be
know there
killed
was-
by
Well, no,
lightning
well,
claw
no.
or power
Right.
armor elbow or
Okay. I remember, because I remember the grunts fighting amongst each other for the fingers and.
And Spot is going to
Body.
Vox in on the fight and say, I did not get to that one. Something else did it. I just got to kill you.
I don't think no Spark should talk here. Sorry.
I meant in the Vox
Talking here.
directly to Antioch. Oh, like the Vox
Perception or scrutiny or Medicaid to see if these were more interrogation wounds.
yeah, make a Medicaid test. Nullspark, you can talk with Antioch while he's here, but you may blow your cover if someone next to him hears a small voice in his earpiece.
Well,
You want to give him
also it
the
does
answer?
not sound like it's a normal human voice.
Yeah.
Combination of what static and something you don't want to, and something fluidy that you do not want to think about.
Mm-hmm.
It will not leave a good impression on the Inquisitor.
What was the Medicaid Omicron? fail. There is so many wounds on this. And to be fair, it's a miracle that they are even alive at this.
Oh, he's still alive.
It's this one's not, but even the ones you have seen go around,
Yes.
look like they should be dead long ago, malnourished, mutated,
Mm.
sickly. You know. This one was found by members of the PDF, and when they were questioned, they had previous knowledge of these.
So they knew about the red rooms. Okay.
They knew about the creatures.
Okay.
The Inquisitor wants to know, why was this hidden from her? And
she's asking Antioch about that.
she's asking everybody present. And Antioch could look at the evidence, look at the signs, or any other symbology that might be present in the crime scene, let's say, and could help with coming up with a result, with a what's the word?
A reading or an hypothesis
Yes, come up with a
or
hypothesis.
a preliminary conclusion, probably based on the evidence of the body. So it's not like they are asking him as he was like an interest part. They are asking him as a specialist that
Yes.
could probably decode. So that has the body any symbols or signs?
It doesn't bear any specific signs. You find no key on it.
Mm-hmm.
The bite marks match those of the rest of the creatures that usually hang around this one, other grunts, I mean. And it's been dead for quite some time. You can also attempt a Medicae test.
I will try it. Medicae.
And Omicron can give you help with a plus 10.
If
I will give help.
So Medicae is minus 20, I think. And is intelligence. Help, so makes minus 10.
Mhm.
Plus the plus 10 that negates the penalty, so is have to roll under 49.
Hmm.
Let's see. And I fail.
Okay.
Can I reroll?
You can fate point reroll, yeah.
Infamy point reroll then. Okay. Wide success. Like 4 degrees of success.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 7. I rolled a
Yeah.
7.
I see it. You can tell that the killing blow was a lasgun shot to the head. Probably one of the PDF or someone else with a lasgun, really. They're pretty common. And the rest of the physical trauma came after that. The bite marks can be explained by other grunts feasting on it as it lay dead on the ground.
Mm.
And the
Um,
missing limbs and the more severe damage to the body can be attributed to butt treatment from those who recovered or tried to or moved it or handled it for whatever reason, either to hide it or bring it here for presentation.
Besides that, he has no signs of being ritually killed. I mean, no, not ritually killed. I mean, carvings in his body of symbols or something like that, right?
It does not.
Just normal cuts and bruises and bites and stuff. So,
Yes.
okay. Antioch looks at the body carefully for a few, like half a minute, and he then directs him. He looks at the Inquisitor and he says, "Lord Inquisitor, uh, it appears to me that this body was, well, mutilated before dying and after death, but I see no cuts or bruises that could indicate signs of anything, any form of ritual cuts or injuries. I, however, forgive me, I am no expert on Medicaid. It's only there that I can tell you for now." And that's pretty much it, what he says. And he, inside, he is relieved because he was fearing that he could be associated with it. Though he only went to the red rooms, he doesn't know who is behind all of those.
Okay. Now I
And what
want
does
you
the
to make
Inquisitor react?
a scrutiny test
Mm-hmm.
with a minus 10.
Scrutiny.
Can
Okay.
Omicron help or make a separate test?
You can either help or make a separate test.
Take the help, Antioch.
Okay, so it's a minus 10, but he helps. It's plus 10, so negates.
Yes.
Scrutiny is perception,
Mm-hmm.
and perception is 43. Yes, 43. I fail.
The Inquisitor goes on to question everybody else present about any information on these creatures, mainly the commanders of the PDF whose men were the ones to discover it, and then the Lord Archon and the nobles for not doing anything for these mutants, and most of all, not sharing the knowledge of their existence with her. This puts every noble house and the military commanders of the planet under the Inquisitor's lens.
Is the Lord Grey Castle present?
Yes.
Is he in direct view of Antioch?
Yes.
Then I want to roll for mind reading, fettered.
Mm-hmm.
I have the staff, so negates the penalty. 75 or less, and I pass. 1 degree, no, 3 degrees of success. Antioch successfully penetrates the mind of Lord Grey Castle, and what does he find? Anything about the knowledge about the red rooms?
He appears to know about the existence of these creatures. Not that he has seen one firsthand, but he knows they exist in the deep bowels of the Underhive.
Okay. But it's just knowledge of them existing, not he ever went there or knows who is behind those or anything like that, right?
He knows that that some people, maybe even from his house,
Hmm.
might have something to do with it, as there are some cryptic lodges that some nobles take part in, and it might have to do with these occult gatherings. He does not know the extent or the what kind of things go down in such gatherings, or he does not know anything about what goes on down there.
Okay. Does he know the name of Jonel?
Who was that?
Jonel is the person that has the office where the girl that looks like the Inquisitor. Her name is Min.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She went. She went there.
He knows the house, of course. They're in the same hive city, and he knows this. That Jonel is the 12th heir to the head of House Alkins.
Are there any representatives of House Alkins here present?
There are, yes.
House Halkins. So it's a 12 hair. So he's the main hair, right?
Well, there is 11 more before him, so it's
Okay, so
unlikely
it's
that he's
12.
getting. Yeah.
So he's the 12th in the success line.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's not like he's going to become the main hair, no? Unless he decides to kill all of them.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, Jonelle is a woman, actually.
House Atkins.
Alkins.
Alkids.
Alkins.
Want to take a look in that guy's noggin?
They have been
Yes.
asked by the Inquisitor to give away any information they might have. They claim to have no information about these creatures whatsoever.
Are the members of the House Alkins easy identifiable as being part of the house, or they just look like everybody else?
Every house, every noble has made sure to wear very fine clothes, of course, and
Okay.
they have also chosen color schemes to match their house crest. So you can tell you can tell noble houses apart in this situation.
Okay. Is there any woman among the Alkins?
Yes, there is.
Antioch,
There's 3 women among the House Alkins members.
3 women. Antioch will flattery using mind reading, fettered. Try to read one of the woman's minds,
Mm-hmm.
unless he is being like talked to. I mean, what I mean is if somebody is talking to him directly, then he cannot like turn his attention to them, right? He has to pay
Once
attention.
you once you testify and have a look at the body, they move on to other people.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
also
So
viewing the military commanders, the RBDs, other house members. There's a lot of people to go through.
Okay, so Antioch will try to read the mind of all three women, not at the same time, of course, but start with one, whatever, which one, doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, Fettered, normal 75 or less, and I pass 19.
You enter the woman's mind. You can sense fear. You can sense discomfort.
Worry.
She is worried, yes. As you delve even deeper inside, you can tell that this feeling comes from guilt. She knows
Guilt
that
of what?
members of her house have had shady dealings with people from the Undercity, and she believes that this might be one of those instances.
Right.
Through
What is her name?
rummaging, this one's
yes,
name is not Jonelle. Of course,
Okay.
she knows who Jonelle is.
Okay.
Jonelle is here. This one's name is come on. Enye.
Enya.
Yes.
Enya. Sorry. I thought of the singer. So this one is Enya. Antioch will then pass to the second woman.
Going through Enya's thoughts and
Wait. Can Antioch see the face, the image of the face of Janelle in Enya's mind?
yes, she is
Okay.
standing next to her.
Okay, so Antioch will then mind probe the woman that he sees in Enya's mind.
Mm-hmm.
Same, okay. Fetras. Remember this Fetras because I rolled double. I would roll phenomena. 55. I pass. 2 degrees of success.
Mm-hmm.
It would be funny, but not now.
You open Janelle's mind.
And
You
what
can
do we found?
you can tell very easily that this woman has seen her fair share of disturbing images. You can you can feel the ease with which she looks upon this creature. She's not shocked by its presence here.
Mm-hmm.
And through her memories, you see that she has met others like this one many times. You can see tens of times that she's been down in the red rooms,
Mm-hmm.
alone or with other people, and with not a lot of security. And you can see that down there she's killed people, she's tortured people, she's indulged in forbidden substances, psychotropic substances, drugs.
We got Smash Worshiper, let's go!
And you can also see how when she realized how similar her serf looks to the Inquisitor, she was overcome with rage. She
Rage.
wanted
Why?
to punish the Inquisitor
Ah, I see.
for endangering her lifestyle. However, she knew that such a thing would have even more dire consequences. And instead, she decided to take it out on the poor serf. That's why she had her abducted, transported down there, so that she may get to her at some point after that, to blow off some steam, you know.
And not in the way a slash worshippers would.
Yeah. You can tell that Janelle has accumulated a bunch of corruption points. Not necessarily enough for any mutations.
I'm guessing slash corruption.
Yes. It's Slanesh corruption.
Now Spawn is going to have himself a hell of a time.
I mean, is Janelle aware of the Slanesh and everything, or is just like her tendencies for torture and other pleasures just propelling into Slanesh? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she knows about Slanesh, or she just likes everything pleasure and pain.
She does not
it's going to
know
that direction.
the entity Slanesh. She's had visions of Solanesi demons. She's
must be cured.
She's listened to whispers in the warp, enticing her to go one step further, one step deeper into heresy. But for the most part, she has stayed on her own path, not diverging to follow any of these whispers.
Antioch will then roll for mind thought. Mind send. No. Thought send. Which?
Thought sending?
What? Yes, that one. Fetters, of course. It's very easy. And how much it is? No, it's
thought sending.
Thought
The Psyker
yes.
can broadcast a short message. Minds who do not wish to be contacted in this way may resist. Plus 20 if they don't share the language.
Plus 40, which makes me a plus 20 Fetters.
Mm-hmm.
And I reroll.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Close, but pass.
Mm-hmm. You successfully form a bond with her mind, and you can send her a message. No more than one sentence per psi rating.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember reading that. Okay.
To a number of individuals, no more than 2 for its degree of success.
Just one degree of success.
Okay.
So 5 phrases, 5 sentences at most.
What's the psi rating you use to cast to focus the power?
So, my psi rating is 5. My bonus is 25.
Yes, but you do it fettered, which doesn't.
Yes.
It means it's your psi rating is effectively halved for the cast.
Oh, so it's like 2.
It's I think it must. 3. I think it's 3. Yeah, it's rounded up.
3.
Yeah.
God damn it. 3 sentences. Wait, it's 3 sentences, not 3 words.
3 sentences, yeah.
Okay.
By definition, you can only use 3 verbs because the sentence is formed by verbs. Go on.
Okay.
Any literature teachers around here?
Mhm.
Nope.
Anyway, I know what to say. Antioch will send the thought, but he will look at what the Inquisitor is saying as to try, of course, not to cast attention to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he will say in Jonel's mind, I know your secrets. Don't worry. I will keep them secrets. I will contact you again. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Understandable.
And how does she react? Does she look around panically or?
She doesn't panic. She is a bit startled. And it appears that she is kind of not, I wouldn't say used to. She starts, like doing some self-soothing motions with her hands,
Mm.
and you can tell that she has had the somebody whisper in her mind before. You might not be the first one to do so. She whispers something. It looks like a prayer, and she looks around. She doesn't know that you are the one to do this, and her look wanders around the room.
Um,
She will
I'm
come
torn
up
if I
with
should.
a lie to be
Okay.
left to be left out of the room,
Leave.
to leave, yeah.
Okay.
But she is denied exit. She will remain here.
No way, young lady. You'll stay here for everything, not just leave when you want.
The Orbites also present some mutants they dealt with for further inspection. For the um, tech priests to take samples of to determine whether the mutations are quote unquote natural or if they are warp related.
Hmm?
Of course, all
Oh,
these
okay.
all these notions are not voiced openly, but
Right.
this is what it is.
But I will assume any mutation is seen as warp related, right? Even if they aren't, people just assume that it is because they are ignorant.
I wouldn't say so. Well, it depends. Some people might believe
I
that
mean,
all mutation has is warp related. Others might not,
okay.
because
Yeah, for
if
example, mutation due to radiation, for example,
yeah,
as the mutants are trying to do,
yeah,
that would seen as not warp related.
because then they might be accused of other things other than simply being mutants.
Of course. I guess Antioch, by reading Jonel's mind, knows where she lives and where she works or anything, right?
Yes.
knows where to find her when he wishes.
If they allow him, Omicron will also take a sample.
Yes, you are allowed to. As an associate of House Greycastle, you are allowed to assist in this endeavor.
Okay. Yes, they didn't ask Antioch about who is this Omicron and if he's reliable. Anyway, Antioch would vouch for him
Mhm.
as one of his part of his own staff.
People prefer to stay away from tech priests. They are seen as weird and dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to hear the words. That's a nice skull that you have here. Hmm. Ah, could put some implant on it, make it float. Feel-
Nice skeletal structure you got there. It would be a shame if someone were to augment it.
so, hey,
It
who do you
sounded.
who do I see, my
It's
friend? My name is
it
John. No,
sound,
no, you are pre-servitor. Come with me, please.
Mm-hmm.
They're free range servitors.
Pre-range servitor.
Wait, oh my god!
Is there
Anyway,
the top commander of the Arbitus and the PDF forces here?
yes.
Antioch will try to read the mind of both.
Hmm?
Not at the same time, too, of course. At the Arbitus first.
You're doing it.
Fettered, always fettered
Yeah.
in this occasion.
So you get a
So
15 to the psychic, to the focus power test, not a 25.
okay, I have the staff with me. 15.
Hmm.
So, wait, I have to make some numbers here first. Then 15 makes it 75. Anyway. Reroll.
Okay.
Damn it. And I pass again. Close. And what Antioch find in the Arbiter's chief mind?
You got 1 degree of success.
One, just one.
Hmm.
Does he know his name? Yeah.
What's your willpower modifier?
6.
Okay. You face staunch resistance in the arbiter's mind. You can tell that he's been in more than one bad situation. He's been both the interrogator and the one being interrogated. He's been punished and the punisher. He's been on both sides of the law. His mind is a fortress. It is a bastion. This bastion is now open to you.
We shall see about his mind being a bastion after I am done with him.
How many shotgun slugs to the face can you take if you want to reach him? Anyway, what does Antioch want to know?
Shotgun shells.
Antioch
Something
wants to know.
much,
Antioch,
much worse than that.
Antioch wants to know two things, mainly two things. One, if he has some prejudice or some hate against the PDF forces, and the other if he is like compromise with cases of corruption himself, with anyway either gangs or noble houses doing some shady stuff. Probably even the red rooms. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, you can definitely see that he considers the PDF to be inept, useless, and very ineffective, both due to the lack of competent commanders and the soldiers. Well, since they are not trained well, they're not given good equipment, there is not much they can do. But he also considers the recruits to be of low quality, bottom of the barrel people that enlist so that they can escape their fates.
Yep.
And you do not see that any corruption in the more common sense, meaning
Right. Yeah,
bribery,
bribes and
gifts,
like that. Yep.
or being lenient to and favorable to certain individuals. It's more that he makes sure to make whoever is on the wrong side of the law suffer needlessly and excessively, even when there is no need to.
So police brutality, but I guess in this setting is not like
It's very commonplace, yes.
common, and probably even desired. And we are talking about heretics and whatnot.
He would, for example, prefer to flood a whole quadrant of hub block to drown out a few criminals, and that would entail property damage to
Yeah.
loyal subjects, people that have done nothing wrong. He would burn the whole city to cleanse it of the bottom part, or the abhumans, the mutants, the heretics, and the gangers above.
Again, the burned city image probably is the chief of the arbiters behind all of this. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. Um, even if he's not involved with corruption cases, we can always make stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Antioch will now try to read the mind of the chief of the PDF forces. Fetrod, always 15. You said.
It's the bonus is 15. It's 5 per sign rating.
It gives me 75 anyway. 27. I pass with like 5 degrees of success.
The Lord General's mind is an open field. You can walk through every part of it freely, unhindered. Even now that he's under scrutiny from the Inquisitor, he knows that he can get away with it. Even if they find something to punish him, he will probably be moved to some other slightly worse theater of war, an active battlefield, or something like that, and he will just have to wait it out. You can see that he doesn't care in the least about the PDF. He does the bare minimum, and he is just making sure that his name isn't involved with any scandals or any other risible activities. He is oblivious of his troops ever being in the red rooms.
Okay.
And,
As before, Antioch is looking for any device evidence of corruption or and prejudice against the arbiters and in the city in general.
mhm.
I guess that's it. He doesn't care about the PDF forces. What is his opinion on the arbiters?
He dislikes them. He tries to avoid them as much as possible. He knows that there is nothing good to come out of any relation with the RBDs. And there was something else. He doesn't even hold a grudge or prejudice against the mutants and the gangers of the Hive City.
Oh,
He considers them to be some form of symbiote or some form of extension of the Hive City. As if he knows that there is no Hive City without its fair share of
right. So they are necessary evil in the way.
something like that. Yeah.
Was he part of a gang in this youth or something like that?
No. He's been brought up in very wealthy, influential circles.
Mm.
He joined the Schola Progenium to become an officer, and he has successfully climbed all the way to become a Lord General and being assigned on this planet to lead the PDF. He just wants to spend the rest of his days in active duty here, where nothing too dangerous is
Nothing truly
happening,
happened. Yep.
so that he can finally achieve retirement and maybe spend the rest of his days on a pleasure planet, sipping on
Achieve
Amasek,
what now?
and high quality grog steaks.
I was like, it's a really bad drug. So that's worshiper!
No, not really. He's just lazy.
There is no
Like,
excess.
it's not a.
Yeah, and it's not like he's going out of his way to party hard or anything like that. He doesn't. He doesn't. He just don't want to have a care in the world. Okay.
It's an insult to Slanesh, if anything else. If not anything else.
Not being
Then I shall remedy the itself by turning him to honey.
Hey, no spark. You are free to do everything that you want with them, but you're on your own if you do that. Them.
Fine.
Yeah. I mean, you could assassinate them, for example, either yourself or send your assassins, but that would tip the balance to a different direction.
They will felt like two hammers in the lower levels. They will burn everything up.
Yeah.
Now we just have to seed discord among the two forces. That will probably hamper any true attempt to purge the gangs. I guess that's all. Antioch will not like keep trying to read everyone's mind, though that probably could give some interesting results. But we don't have the time, and people would get bored. So, anything else to happen here?
As the Inquisitor screens everybody and goes through an endless stack of paperwork and other files with evidence, finally the questioning is over. There are a few people that are set for elimination by the RBTs and or the PDF. The inquisitorial agents will continue their quote-unquote assault in the Undercity to try and root out any potential cults and give the gangs a hard time so that they may not hamper the the search for whoever caused the psychic phenomena on the market at the market.
What psychic phenomenon?
Well, that's a funny story about that.
You will
You
have
see,
to
and
watch which session was it, like 6 sessions back, 7.
probably it's had it
Oh
has been a while ago.
my! So, oh my!
Yeah, it happened a long
We
time
think
ago.
we.
The short answer is that due to a few bad rolls, we made an entire market go rotten. And all the
Yep.
food in all the stalls.
Every food, every drink, rotten at the same time. And they just have received a shipment of food out from outside the city.
It was an immeasurable amount of tons of food that went bad.
Rotten to the core.
Fuck yeah! That's awesome!
Well, it wasn't all of it. It was in the area that it's affected, but it was in the market, the whole market.
Yeah.
One of the highlights of this whole campaign till now. One of my favorites, though, at least. Anything of particular to happen in a meeting, or we can leave?
After a few hours, everybody's allowed to leave.
Anyone who's awake, though, at least. I
Yeah.
would fall asleep into stuff like that.
Mm. Now,
Uh,
you know that you will be followed, and everybody will be followed once they leave this room. Because
yes, I guess so.
no one is innocent. You can shake off your pursuers by making a, what is it?
An agility test?
Navigate
No.
surface with a +10.
Which makes me a -10.
You can also make a security
Penalty.
test.
Security. It's intelligence also.
Or
It's the same thing.
or stealth. Those 3. Navigate has a
Stealth.
+10. Stealth and security are base.
No, you said navigate is a +10.
Yes.
Okay, so it's navigate surface anyway.
Mm-hmm.
+10 of your bonus plus the 10 that on test that I have negates the penalty. So intelligence is 49. Yep, 49. And I roll for 49. Jeez.
Success.
Just made it.
If Antioch doesn't mind, Omicron will stay behind to start schmoozing.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. You can smooze.
If at
Pardon
any
me the
point
ignorance. Pardon me the ignorance, but what does the smooch means?
to stay socialized, kiss ass, build connections,
Okay, making friends.
pretty much. And if possible, he'll try to get a word with the Inquisitor.
Okay.
The Inquisitor.
Yeah, we rolled. We read her mind the last session. Is the Inquisitor
This-
approachable like that?
She is. Yes, she comes down from the podium and comes to talk to people herself. And as she goes around, she comes very near Omicron and starts talking with the members of House Greycastle.
He'll take a moment to listen in, because based on keeping anything interesting based on what we know already of House Greycastle.
Well, the Inquisitor seems to have taken note of all the suspicious mercantile activities the House Greycastle has taken part in. All the missing
man,
trains, missing equipment.
Coleman has some problems to figure it out on his own, apparently. Then
And the Inquisitor wants to know whether this has gone unnoticed by the head of the house, or if it is something that they tolerate for whatever reason. And the head of the House Greycastle, what's the name?
Princeps. He's Princeps something.
Yeah, Princeps.
Princeps.
Princeps Lander
Yes, Lander. That's right.
starts blurting excuses with putting it all on the gangs and the instability the Hive City has been experiencing lately.
Now I regret Antioch leaving earlier because I think he would like to watch this. I don't know.
60,000 tons of ammunition's gone? How could that happen?
Sick? What? No way.
Yeah, the Inquisitor definitely knows that he's bullshitting, and she will be sending a few of her operatives his way to take a closer look at his paperwork.
Yeah.
Let's see those
Yeah,
receipts,
can-
shall we?
Wait, excuse me. What?
Yeah, those are big numbers around here. There's millions of people in this city. You have to have ammunition enough for all of them.
60,000 tons of ammunition.
Grenades, bombs,
60
bullets, magazines.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Does that include heavy artillery?
Yes.
When she's done, but Omicron will approach politely and say, "Excuse me, Inquisitor, if I may have a moment."
She turns and says, yes, if you have something to add, if you have something to refer to that will aid in the search, please go ahead.
I may, but I do not have. I am not sure. Do we have any evidence that there are xenos or archaeotech influence on the mutants?
It is too early to come up with any solid results.
I see. If you do, I am a specialist, and I believe we could work within each other's interests. He gives her a card with actual gold leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Archaeovist, Archaeovist Sebastian Omicron. I will look forward to hearing from you.
Very well. Magos, adept.
My title is simply archaeologist or techno-archaeologist.
I see. Techno-archaeologist. Any further results will be shared among any individuals that partake in the investigation. You will be notified and probably called to join this court when enough information has been gathered.
I see. Thank you for your time. If
Praise
nothing
be.
else,
Praise be.
and if she doesn't stop him, he'll walk. He'll start walking away.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of people leaving the room right now. It's a bit congested.
Would Omicron have informed him of? Would Antioch have informed him of Alkin's connection and that she was actually here?
He
Because
could
been
have.
talking to me.
He could have whispered it, yeah, while you were attending the court.
Would you have Antioch?
Why?
I would.
Why do
If
I
I
hear a
could say
dog?
it without people noticing.
Who has a
I would.
dog?
You hear a
We'll
dog
point
because
that
there's
out.
one outside my open window.
Damn.
I'm sorry, what?
The dog wants to play Warhammer with us.
Yes.
You hear a dog because there's one outside my open window.
Oh.
Demar beat his dog.
Snitching on us.
It smells heresy.
Smells yep.
Yeah. And
So it won't smell anything.
slowly and steadily, everybody leaves the room.
So I'm guessing you're going to reunite at the So now Spy is going to give you a locate mission to meet up, which is going to be the new warehouse he's converted over.
Mm-hmm.
I ask the DM, the GM actually, how much time has passed since Antioch went with the muties to do the ritual?
It's been a couple of days.
A couple of days?
Yes.
Damn it! We should have. Wasn't supposed to do the ritual 9 days, like each day?
Yes, that would take too long in playtime.
Then I guess we'll assume that the other the days that passed, and Antioch did the ritual with with the muties then,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the whole idea. So
Alright, so
a couple of days.
so
If
I
if
thought
it
we
takes
were
a
going
couple of days,
to the warehouse that Nalsbach had converted over to his.
Let Antioch finish,
Ah.
please.
not no spark, please. I want to just finish this. If it is a couple of days, then I guess the ritual has been made 3 times.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, Nullspark. This is the place you find for your assassins. It is an abandoned imperial style house.
Alright, so Nalsbach is basically converted it into the inside to a living quarters slash lab.
Hmm?
Living quarters slash lab.
Yes, all the necessary equipment has been moved here. The living quarters provide acceptable living conditions. And there is enough space to store any other equipment or
Mm-hmm.
munitions
Yes.
or tools.
Okay, and there is a little bit of knowledge it's stored in the that is already there.
Hmm. This place has remained mostly intact because it was considered to be haunted by something. Though
Anyone tried to break in,
the
that'll be really sorry now.
there hasn't been any weird phenomena or warp instability instances as long as you've occupied it.
I meant by it's inhabited by 3 assassins and a crazed a warp smith.
Right
Who
now,
likes to.
yes. Right now, it is occupied by your company.
What are those?
Assassins.
Ah,
Well, these are Imperial assassins.
yeah,
But they look good.
they look good enough.
They look good enough for a
Oh,
thumbnail.
I can't get a picture for the thumbnail.
Mm, yeah, I'm setting up a thumbnail here.
Hey, why is there a dude on the? Oh wait, I thought that there was a dude on the left.
So, you have successfully acquired this place, and your assassins can resume training and potion crafting, victim torturing,
Yeah.
and whatever else.
Yes, I'm having my assassins practice. This ends when. And what are the other 2 names again? I forgot.
Their names?
Yeah, no, the names of my associates again.
Antioch and Omicron.
Alright, so when Antioch and Omicron enter, Snarlspark is going to greet them and say, "Hello, I have managed to greet. I've managed to acquire this place for our purposes. The locals say it is haunted, so we should not have much trouble, as long as we keep the noise down."
It's always about the noise.
Hmm.
It is a good place for a temporary headquarters, though it must remain hidden as much as possible because it's got valuable equipment and the assassins will be left vulnerable if their hideout is exposed.
Do you think I am daft? And I have a bit of a ton. I figured out the nearby vent system. I mean, in case we have anyone who wants to visit, anyone who comes in will be butchered before they can call for help. And if we are about going to experience a raid, then we can always just blow up. And we cannot. Then we have other ways of deleting evidence, and the vents will allow us to escape.
Mm.
You have no idea how large they are. What do I think?
One of the assassins comes to you, Knowles Park, and says, "I have to thank you for the revelation. You have opened my eyes. I see it now. All my life, I've been living a falsehood. I've been following the lie of security, the lie of certainty. But now I know that there can be no such thing. It's all about the art. It's all about the pleasure. It's all about taking a life. And as the artist, I have just starting enjoying it. I can't wait until even more and more throats meet my blade. I can't wait until my victims are more and more important people of this hive city, of this planet, of the Imperium. Only then can we truly please she who thirsts. Only then can we be satisfied."
Yes, my child, but that will have to wait. We are still not ready yet. You foolish mortals have not had their eyes opened. Fear us, and rightly so. No, but fear not, for soon uh, we shall now have this hive as our ours, and eventually the planet, but all in good time. Right? We must be patient and train, become perfect, become better than the lot than what the lies of the Imperium of Man has told us.
Mm.
Strive for perfection and and achieve nothing less than perfection. For only in perfection are we truly whole.
What will our next move be? What is our next target? A high-ranking arbiter, a commissar, an an imperial agent, an administratum agent,
And
or
Imperial,
maybe a sweet mother that will have her day ruined, or maybe an everyday imperial citizen whose life will be snuffed out just for the slight pleasure that the warm blood offers. What is your command?
now Spark is going to look to the other two. Hang on. Quick question. And say we shall hunt those who seek to derail our plans. The Inquisitor, though powerful, will have her weaknesses. Hmm. Perhaps if we go after the head of the Planetary Defense Force, cripple them and march to the Underhive, take out key leaders, cripple their defenses. Maybe then when they can no longer protect themselves, shall we then and go after the ones who hold themselves above us, or think themselves perfect, but are truly not.
Yes, master.
For here are your orders. Cripple the Planetary Defense Force. Key leaders are to be dealt with.
Okay.
Burn plans of the uh, attack to the Underhive. Make it impossible for them.
Can I
And
propose something? Is Antioch around?
Yeah.
yes, I say he would.
Okay. What type of assassin are you sending to the?
Now Spark shall gesture to the male, who is cloaked in black, entirely black, and say, "The hunter in darkness. I'll deal with the Planetary Defense Force, and he shall be accompanied by another." He then points to no, a female and says, "The hunter in darkness shall be accompanied uh, by the one who corrupts, by the temptress."
Mhm.
Which temple is the one with the shapeshifters?
This one, the Calidus assassins. Of course, these are stand-in models. The
Okay.
assassins you have at your disposal aren't actually one of its type.
Only three assassins. How many assassins do I have again? Three?
I believe it was 3. Yes, it was 2 women, 1 man. I believe.
Yeah. The man is is outfitted to be a hunter in darkness.
Hmm.
as if augmentation specifically designed for that field. A woman is designed to be is designated as a seductress.
Yes.
Us is augmented in that field, and the final one is a sniper, one who kills from afar, and thus is augmented for that role.
That's them. We'll keep
Yeah.
them.
All three shall be sent out to cripple the planetary defense force.
Mhm. They will be giving the
Was that-
PDF a hard time.
Yes. And the one who kills the most important, gloriously kills the most important member, I shall personally reward.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen after they are killed?
The assassins?
No, what's not the assassins, the planetary defense force leader gets killed. Then what? What happens?
Are you going for the leader or any form of authority
Yeah, that's what I'm
figures?
asking. Are you going for the leader or like important officers?
The goal is to cripple the planetary defense force, prevent them from being able to carry out their plan to attack the Underhive.
If it's middle level officials, that's okay. But if you're going
Yeah.
for the leader, they they're going to drop the hammer on us, on the lower level gangs, regardless of who we are or who we are not.
Yes,
You can be assured of that.
Yeah.
yes, I am only going after the middlemen. I want to
Okay, that's okay.
make it to remove the ones who shall be in charge of the attack force that will attack the Underhive. Make it harder for them to carry out their plan. More easy to pick off of if they have to scramble to find new leaders.
Mm-hmm. Then the
Buy us
assassins.
more time to plan.
The assassins will go on with their art.
Mhm.
They leave the HQ and unleash havoc on the enemy. We'll see how this goes when it's all done. Anything else in this HQ?
Hmm. Oh yes, where are the prisoners kept?
The business cabinet?
Prisoners kept.
The prisoners.
The prisoners kept. Okay.
Yeah, the prisoners are kept in a cage beneath this section under the rag, under the carpet.
Ah. Now Spark is getting a bit bored of constantly waiting, so he's going to retrieve a female prisoner uh, and bring her over to his lab to be made into something that might help him have something to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If nothing else, if nothing else is like on the on serious discussion right now, Antioch will return to his own headquarters where his apprentices are and the woman, the mean lady,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a lot to do. He has to start their training, which involve history lessons, the real history, not what the Imperials tries to shove them. Time to some dose of reality.
Okay.
He also will try to convert the girl to chaos, of course, assuming that she's has the ambition for it. If not,
Wasn't she
Everything has to be
holed up in
Everything
Omicron's hideout?
was she? I
Why
don't
does everything
remember
have
how
to be
we
smashed?
She
Why
was.
can't it
her
be?
last time.
She was.
Okay. Can we get there then, please?
Yeah, yeah.
Or do you want to? Or
No.
does Omicron wants to lay as his property or something?
Pretty, for lack of a better word, yes.
Hmm.
He's keeping her nice, comfortable, and making friends and shit.
Holy
Antioch
cows.
Antioch has this idea of using her as a proxy to the Inquisitor, as a doppelganger, in some cases, because Antioch is probably thinking about kidnapping the Inquisitor and put a lookalike in her place, a lookalike that we control.
If you kidnap the Inquisitor, no spot must be able to do what us be the head of interrogations. That is non-negotiable.
No, it's not negotiable. We will discuss that later. You cannot look at the toy and lay claim on it already.
Antioch wanted to kill her first.
I do not
Antioch
wish to
wants to
kill.
kill
I
her
do not wish
first.
to kill her. I wish to see what. I wish to figure out what makes an Inquisitor so special.
Let me say something. Antioch needs to see the Inquisitor up close, because when or if he decides to use the mean lady, mean as MIN, it's her name, as a lookalike, he can cast a mask of deceit to make her look exactly like the Inquisitor, but he needs to
Okay.
to see her
Don't worry.
face and
I'll let you have
details.
your look so that you may cast your spell, and then she
Thank
shall
you.
be mine.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Or better yet, ours to do with as we wish.
What do you want to do? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Who said what?
I was asking if we are at Omicron's hideout.
Yes, this is Omicron's
believe we were at-
hideout. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
He's got a chimera up
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
up the crane for fixing.
What we have here?
Play this fire.
Yes. How's your game going?
It's very complicated.
It's
It really
going
is. Wait, is that
Of course
that
it's
card
used.
like this one?
Yeah.
Do you also have a golden book? Yeah.
Someone's at the hideout.
We have a spy.
Okay. Yes, yes, we are at Omicron's hideout. Mean is held there. There is also a bunch of servitors and other members of the gang that are deemed useful to be here.
Helpers, I guess.
Hmm? Damn it.
Does Omicron has the wish to perform experimental surgeries on people too, like Nullspark?
I don't know. Does he?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Maybe in the future, but not now.
Okay. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yes.
Okay. Omicron, at your hideout, everything's going pretty smoothly. The surf is shaken, of course, by the rapid changes in her environment. One moment she is attending to her duties, cleaning rooms, serving visitors, guests, and attending to the wants and needs of her lords. The next, she is in a cold, damp prison cell, basically, with no recollection of how she got there. Then she is rescued by a huge soldier looking person and transported to somewhere in the Underhive in this area, in this what looks like a workshop with prosthetics lying around.
I apologize for the poor accommodations. We had to work with what was due on a short notice.
Oh, we all face adversities. That is the life in the city. We all do our best to serve our lords, she says.
Unfortunately, yours had some rather poor plans for you. Do you recall when you had woken up?
It was cold. I could feel my skin crawl. I was afraid. I was petrified. The moisture in the air was penetrating right into my bones. I was afraid I would die down there.
I believe that's what your mistress had intended.
But why?
Antioch asks
Yeah.
her, can Antioch talk? I not want to cut off Omicron here, but can he talk?
Not yet, sorry. It is because
Yes?
resembles a person of importance who has come to the city.
You cut off like a bit. We just heard like half of what you said.
Okay. It is because you have a stark resemblance to a person of importance who has recently arrived to the city.
The Inquisitor everyone is talking about?
Omicron will nod and say, that is the one. You actually have a rather striking resemblance to her, and I believe your mistress felt threatened by her. She wished to gain revenge upon you and upon her by proxy.
She seems confused and is in denial a little bit. She says that her mistress wouldn't do that to one of her servants, that this doesn't make any sense.
What would she do to her enemies?
Well, for a few people that have crossed her have had very bad outcomes. I know that she's tortured people. I know she had the how would I say this?
Make them disappear?
Yeah, not that. She had a member of the PDF deal with a few of her problematic associates.
Then, by your own words, she has hurt people. She is by your own admission, she is a person without empathy.
She can be a bit harsh at times, yes. But never to the serfs or even the servitors. She cares so little about the servitors. That she doesn't even refer to them as human. And she's been kind to the rest of the serfs and me for however long I've been in her employ. She may cut on our payment if we break something or we do something bad, but she's never one to physically assault us or torture us.
But that is the difference. You are hired help. You are of use to her. And now she has found a new use for you, in which you are less useful as a servant and more useful as a proxy for someone she wishes to hurt.
But why would she want to hurt the Inquisitor in the first place? Inquisitors hunt heretics and Xenos. My mistress isn't one of those. She's a loyal servant of the Emperor. She pays her tithes, her taxes, and serves the Lord Archon as best she can. She is a loyal servant of her house.
I can answer that, but it would not make sense to you. It would involve giving you certain insights which you would be uncomfortable understanding. Do you wish to know? Would you allow me to educate you?
She is baffled. She is torn between wanting to know and being afraid of what she might hear or see. You know that no amount of mental preparation would prepare her for what she's about to learn. She half-heartedly nods in agreement that she is ready to hear it.
And take my hand. He will extend a hand, and I will roll to convert. I know it takes a couple rolls, but still.
To convert her to what?
To seduce her to the ways of Slanesh.
Mm-hmm. You can attempt a charm test with plus 20.
Was that plus 24 being aligned Slanesh, or plus 20 for the circumstances?
For these circumstances.
Okay, that would go up to plus 40 because Slanesh gets a bonus, or Slanesh aligned heretics gets another plus 20. Dice, please.
Oh. Damn.
And actually, I think I got this in the bag. I have, with the mimic mask he has attached to his face, that's another plus 20, so plus 60, I think that's the maximum, and so a target of 102.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a success.
She's shaken. She can only imagine what her fate would have been if she stayed down there. She begins to understand. She begins to realize how twisted her mistress actually is. She can see the reason why she would do such a thing. What sickening pleasure she would have had. By torturing her. Just because of the fact that she looks like the Inquisitor. She's not afraid anymore. She appears to be angry. That she was betrayed, that she would be used in such a way. That someone would use her for this goal. And she wants to know how you know all this. How did you know she would be there? And who are you? You don't appear to be common Imperial folk. You don't look like PDF or RBDs.
Ooh, nice animation and playing.
Yeah.
We knew of the location because it had once been raided by our party. As for us, call us simply explorers of the dark corners of the Imperium. I also consider myself an an explorer of sensation's rim. As for the timing, that was actually due to luck, but we had found you we had found you and reached you in time, due to an anomaly of timing.
All this is very difficult for her to take in such a brief amount of time.
We'll give her time.
Antioch will step front and say something. He will say to her, "If you wish to have revenge, we can provide you with the means to do it, the knowledge. It is your choice."
She thinks about it. Reading her face, you can tell that she pictures.
Considering.
She's considering it, yes. She's picturing it in her mind. Her taking revenge on Jolie. What's the name? On Jonelle. What if she left her previous life behind? She would probably be banned from the upper levels, if not outright killed. She would be forced to live down here for the rest of her life, away from the palaces she was so accustomed to, even if it was as a serf. She will come to live a new reality. Everything is still blurry for her. The thoughts go so fast through her mind. She doesn't have enough time to work on each one separately. She wanders, nervously pacing up and down, thinking about everything that has happened the last few hours. It appears that the other hive gangs noticed that you abandoned your previous headquarters and have spread out the whole Undercity. And they have been, I could describe it as, they have been raiding your previous HQ for whatever is left of it, and
Yes.
any other pockets of your gang that might be vulnerable.
Mm.
They have been giving your gangers a tough time.
We should not confront the arbiters or the PDF, but I think we should do something about rival gangs.
Whatever you want.
We should do a raid, I think. But I think it's a way to remind the other gangs that we are not dead. We are still a threat to them. Also, to try to keep a bit of the peace and not provoke intervention by the arbiters or the PDF.
Hmm?
I don't know if Omicron and Nullspark are in agreement.
I don't know.
What do you think?
Is Null Spark up for a raid? Is Omicron up for a
Mhm.
raid?
Where
you-
would we raid? Yeah, now Spark is still at the base working on a way to relieve a way to relieve stress.
Mhm.
Yes, but we could. We were contacting, speaking with you through the Voscast.
Yes, however, he is still working on his little project.
Mhm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Omicron will need to disguise himself first, but he is up for a raid.
Okay.
He needs to put some makeup on first.
Pretty much. He can't be seen hanging out with the little people. That'd just be weird.
Don't call it makeup. Call it battle paint.
War paint, yeah.
War paint. Yeah, exactly. Like selling perfumes to men, they cannot smell like roses. They should smell like gasoline and gun oil. Like, man,
WD-40 and gunpowder.
Yep.
So, setting up a raid. Are you taking gangers with you? Are you going alone?
Depend of well, first we have to decide which place to raid. Second, how much of an impact do you wish to do? I think we could bring a few gangers with us, for support at least.
Mm-hmm.
And we could probably raid our former headquarters.
Best to take what we can and burn down the rest.
Yes. If we can't use it, then nobody else can.
Okay. Are you taking any mutants with you?
Aren't they in the Underhive?
Yeah, there are
I-
mutants in the Underhive.
think it might be best not to take any muties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm not inclined to bring mutants with us. Nor many gangers. We also don't want them to die by accident or something.
So, chaff gangers. Something like this.
Yep, I think that's good enough.
A flamer, a grenade launcher, the equivalent of a sergeant, and 8 autoguns. Of course, you know your own HQ better than anyone. You know all the nooks and crannies, all the places someone can hide in. You know how to infiltrate it.
Secret passageways.
Let's remove all the loyal gangers.
Are they using an arena or as a dance floor?
They're not using it for either of those.
Storage?
They're using it as a theater.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that.
Movies or plays?
They take official imperial plays and are changing them to make fun of them, basically, to reduce them. Now, your scouts inform you of all their positions. They haven't been here long.
No time to settle, which is good, of course.
Yeah. But they have started emptying the armory of everything that was left behind. And actually, there are some of your gangers still present in the HQ in the prison section.
Mm.
Here. They're being...
Then we should release them first.
There is also a few hanging around the lobby. And they also leave the escape hatch open.
Smart.
Even though it is dangerous, someone might fall through it by accident. Where did I put you? Here. These are your guys. How do you deploy?
Flamer first.
Mm-hmm. Flamer.
I think our Space Marine should also take point have everyone following up. Got grenade launcher should be in the second rank.
Mm-hmm. You can also come up the elevator shaft. You can start from here. Or up here.
I'm sorry, where at?
These
Let's
areas.
Let's hit them from the top and see if we can take them by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
It also gives us the benefit of cover.
Okay.
How high is that platform from the arena?
It is 10 meters.
Okay.
But it can be lowered. Now let's roll initiative.
Oh, I want to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I now have the modifier for intelligence to add to the initiative instead of agility.
Yes.
But is the modifier based on the base value or it is on the total? Because my intelligence is 49, but for tests I get 59. So it is a 4 or a 5?
It's a 4.
Okay. So my total bonus is 6, not 7. And my... Wait, it's a D10, right?
Yes.
So my initiative is 16.
12.
Null Sparks?
Yes.
It's 13.
Roll for initiative.
What do I roll?
1d10.
A D10, 1d10.
And
add your bonus.
add the tens of your agility characteristic.
Ready,
Actually-
27. Do you want percentage or just standard D10?
A standard d10.
Ah! Okay, that's a 2 plus 47.
So a 6. All sparks. Then I'll roll for the flamer. Flamer gets a 7. The other squad gets what's the other squad? Grenade launcher. Okay. So you have the benefit of surprise. The element of surprise, that's the phrase. Antioch goes first.
I will cast Foul Cage on everyone who is in range under us.
Mm-hmm.
In the center, which, how much is that? Cage.
If it has a radius of
6, I think. Wait. Foul Cage. So the distance of the spell is 25. And have to search on the Foul Cage. Now the PDF file, remember to crash, because why not?
always when you need it the most. It's an unaligned power, isn't it?
It is, yes. Okay, Foul Cage. Range 25 meters times psi rating. Okay. Radius equal to the power psi rating. Okay, so it's 5. 5 meters. Anyone in the radius of 5 meters. And they are right as they are sparsely. God damn it.
Maybe push.
I can push. Yes, and push will make me one extra it's one psi rating as extra, right? Push.
When you push, it can be up to plus something.
5 when push plus 1. 6. What do I have to roll? Wait.
You can go up
I
to
have
plus
to-
3.
I would have a whole turn to do that. So no, not for divination. No, what is the name? Is it? Oh, it's a talent. though.
Up to 5,
So
actually.
blasphemous incantation. Oh no, +1 to psi rate. And push could we make 7? +1 psi rating. I'm going to do a blasphemous incantation. But I don't know if that's a free half action or not. Blasphemous.
Power. Incantation increases the focus power test by half an action.
So I have to make the blasphemous incantation in one turn and the foul cage in the next one, because foul cage is a full action.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it anyway.
Okay. So next turn you will cast Omicron.
Omicron. Precognitive strike. Unfettered. Rolling. Fail. Aim. Fire. Fire at the first guy who looks like he has a special weapon. Miss. That's my turn.
Is that a successful ballistic test?
It is not.
Okay. Cool. Which squad has the flamer? This one. They will move in. Flame. And fuck these guys up. Null sparks.
Yes.
What do you do?
One moment. I am thinking. This. Hmm. We have a plan. It involves. How many How many invaders are left standing, and where are they?
There are 8 of them, and they are beneath and around you. They're beneath you in a circle.
Wise move on their part. If they grouped up, I would have been able to simply drop down and slaughter. But it's irritating that they're in a circle.
You could drop down on one of them.
And I got the puny weapons will penetrate my arm. Of course, I have a mecha dendrite, so.
Interesting.
Now Spog is going to unsheath his whispering blade. Hey, then also from his robes of torment, I'm gonna burst like thousands of writhing mecha dendrites.
Mm-hmm.
As he sort of like casually hops over the guardrail and falls onto one of the gangers from above. Basically, like coming down foot first onto their head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of them's probably going to be killed instantly because their head got crushed.
Make a weapon skill test. With
All
plus
right.
10 due to charging.
Weapon skill. We roll 45 on percent die. Onto the 10. And I need to roll at least below 45. 55. 34. That's a pass.
That is a pass. What is the
That's at least
damage on your weapon? What weapon are you using, basically?
Whispering Blade to carve him in half.
Whispering Blade.
And that's 1d10 plus E. Plus
Roll it.
9E.
19.
Hang on. Percentile is standard.
What's the dice on your weapon?
It says to roll 1d10 and for damage.
So it's 1d10.
Percent version or standard?
Standard.
Okay. Then that'd be 9. I have to roll.
Okay. Are there any pluses to it? What's your
Plus 9. 9E. What do these stand for? I'm a bit confused on this.
plus your strength?
Plus strength. Strength is 3, so... No, not 3. 4. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That-
edit.
Takes one of them out.
Alright, so one of them is carved in half. And another one I'm
Yes.
going to fire my Gulabine Shrieking Pistol at.
It's 1d10 plus 9, penetration 5, balanced, razor sharp, and tearing.
Yeah.
All of those.
That was from... That's the Whispering Blade. Gulabine Shrieking Pistol is range 40 M, ROF. F is S blank blank. Pen is 4. And clip 12 round clip. RLD full. Specials concussive and overcharge.
Okay.
Rolling for damage. 1d10 plus 4. 5. So 9.
Mm-hmm.
9 for damage.
You hit him. He doesn't die, but he is stunned.
Okay.
Grenade launcher squad will shoot their autoguns. And take 2 of those out. Now, let's see. These guys... Oh. Antioch. It is your turn.
Antioch will now cast Falcade in the push level. So with the Blasphemous Incantation, he has a +1. And in the push level, he's gonna add another 1. So 7, right? For now.
Another one.
Sorry.
2d10s. And it is a success. 29.
Okay.
So,
Roll for phenomena.
I have to roll for phenomena anyway.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you pushed.
Oh right.
It's 1d100.
I am favored by the warp, so I can. So then I am favored by the warp talent, so I can roll for phenomena twice and choose which one pleases me the most.
Okay.
So the first one is 94. Don't
Ooh.
like. The second one,
Damn.
46. What is 46?
At
It's
least it's not barrels.
yeah. It's 51 because you pushed. Actinic discharge. Static electricity fills the air within such meters, causing hair to stand on protect. Electronics to short out while the psyker is wreathed in eldritch lightning.
I will spend the infamy point to spare both Null Sparks and Omicron from that,
Okay.
because I guess
Good
they
idea.
will not be happy.
Yeah, because now Spark is heavily, um, you know, modified.
Now, the platform gets zapped from the warp energies released by Antioch. And it will come crashing down.
Oh, okay.
Everybody will take 2 wounds, not soaked by toughness or armor.
Wait a minute, I forgot something. Because I use Blasphemous Incantation, I have to add 20 for any phenomena roll. So it's not 46, it's 66.
Which is still perils.
No, perils
66.
is over 90.
Shadow of the Warp. For a split second, the world changes in appearance and everyone within 1d100 meters. Thanks for the follow. Has brief but horrific glimpse of the Shadow of the Warp. Everyone in the area, including the Psyker, must make a difficulty -10 willpower test or gain 1d5 corruption in 83 meters.
Alright, so what do I... Alright, so what do I need to roll?
I'll spend an infamy point to spare my companions of Shadow of the Warp, and Antioch is immune to phenomena too. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's only for the gangers.
Yeah, everybody in
Okay.
the HQ hears and
Wait a minute. Do I have, or can I spend another infamy point to spare our own gangers from it?
I think you can spread the same gangers with the same, or spread the gangers with the same infamy point.
Okay, then I'm going to use that instead.
Mm-hmm.
Our own side spared from the Shadow of the Warp.
Okay. The rest of the gangers, the enemy gangers, must make a willpower test. They save, actually. They laugh at the witch. And they howl, "You think this is enough to take us out?" Now, what was the power you were focusing on?
Foul Cage. Having change of steel and razor wire wrap around them. So I don't think they will laugh.
Foul cage. Roll 1d10. Well, actually, roll 2d10s and take the highest.
10.
Ooh. That is a zealous hatred.
Oh.
Make another focus power test with the same modifiers.
Um, 40.
Okay. Roll another d10 then.
Seven.
Interesting. That is enough to take them all out.
Jeez.
They laugh and aim their guns up at the platform on which you are perched. But they do not know that the wires, the hooks, all the ropes and loose metal scrap from the arena bend and twist around them and start ripping them limb from limb. And this theater is returned to its previous bloody glory.
They are all inside 7 meters of distance from the point of the spell.
These ones were close to one another, yes. Plus with the radius is 7.
Yes.
So if they were within 14 of each other, they would be affected. Which they were, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They all
It seemed
got
larger.
shredded.
It looked larger. The distance looks larger.
Yeah.
But okay.
Omicron.
Sorry, guys. Did I kill them too fast?
You can lower the platform
I'll probably do so.
with a tech use plus 40 check.
That's. I think that actually is actually success. Yes, that is a success.
Mm-hmm.
So we will lower the platform.
You are safely lowered to ground level.
You know parameters. What made me like check again the rules for the blasphemous incantation was the platform having fallen. What? This wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, I forgot something, right? At 20.
These guys will come out and shoot at your guys. They fail miserably. You hear gunshots from further in. They are all dead. Flamer squad. Will reposition. And let loose the flamer. Null Sparks. It's your turn. Null Sparks.
Ha! Sigh.
It is your
Oh.
turn.
Yay! 1 moment.
What is
We
your
are Pokemon.
what's your agility characteristic?
Why do you ask me this?
So I can determine your running and sprinting distance.
Straight agility is 27.
So you get +1 because you are starties. You can sprint up to 16 meters, I believe. Or am I insane?
Okay. Where are more
No, up to
enemy gangers to
up to
slaughter?
24 actually. 5, 10, 15.
Okay, so I'm going to run to some gangers and go by and shoot and whisper and break them into pieces.
Make a strength test for me, please.
Percentage or standard?
Percentage.
Got that.
How much did you get?
Standard strength, by the way?
It's going to be plus 20 because you are in power armor.
78. 80!
You rolled 80.
Yes.
And what is your strength characteristic?
43.
You can use an infamy point to re-roll that if you want.
I guess I failed miserably. And so what am I aiming for?
60 something.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend an infamy point to re-roll that,
Yes.
and it's aiming for less than 60.
Is it?
Oh, I really failed this time. I got 90.
Okay. Well, you run into the enemy gangers, but you do not succeed in crushing any of their skulls. They are still there.
I was gonna slice them with the Whispering Blade was my plan.
Grenade launcher squad will move. Well, they can actually sprint up to here too. Antioch,
Me.
that's you.
So, which enemies are on line of sight?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Unless you consider Omicron to be an enemy. I don't know.
Maybe. He's trying to steal my girl.
Damn.
No, Antioch will then walk and join Null Sparks.
Mm-hmm. You sprint all the way here. Omicron.
Can Omicron see them from where he's at?
Not really.
Also sprint to go and join the fight.
Mm-hmm. Living quarters.
He'll move out there.
These guys will bunch up to Null Sparks. And they will attempt to smack you in the back of the head with makeshift clubs, daggers, and fisticuffs. They fail.
And so they shall die.
This guy fails and goes down the hatch. Now, you could command this squad to attempt to kill him, or they will attack these guys. They will shoot these guys. They take out one of them. Antioch, it's your turn.
Antioch will um, which one is trying to escape?
Down here.
How far is he?
He is 10, 15 meters away.
Let me see. Either no. Befriend curse plus 20. Like it's minus 20. Antioch will roll for befundling curse. He's like okay.
You do
10
not
meters
have
already.
line of sight with him.
No, I don't.
You do not.
Ah,
He is
damn
down the hatch, and you can imagine there's walls separating its room.
Okay. Oh, okay, I understand now. Well, anyway, I'm going to attack the one who is right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Try to send some panicky ideas. Befundling curse. So, no penalty, just normal. Roll as normal. Normal side rating, no push, no anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
2d10s, roll 75 or less. 52, a success. Befundling curse. Now he has to roll against 10 times the side rate or suffer illusions. So he has to roll with the 50 penalty.
Befuddling curse. Multi-hit bolt of light leaps from source and strikes the target with no apparent effect. He got hit by the hallucinogenic thing.
And now roll for the effect.
I got a 6. Hallucinogenic. Let's make a toughness test with penalty 10 times the number of parentheses. Yeah. Yeah, he would make the test. Rolled a 100. I rolled a 68 on that. And it's a D10, I guess. I'll take you all on. The character is filled with a burning rage and desire for violence. The character enters a frenzy. See page 124. Okay. You sent the enemy into a rage. Into frenzy. Frenzy. 10 bonus
He attacks the closest opponent. So you just so he will attack Null Spark anyway, or is the nearest person?
unless you cast it to these guys.
Right. Well, that wasn't the effect I expected, of course, but anyway.
Omicron, it's your turn.
Omicron will move here to point blank range. Precognitive strike, unfettered. Rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Fail. Yeah.
Damn.
And he will shoot full auto.
Minus 20 because an ally is in melee with them. But it is plus. How much is it for?
I think
Point.
it's plus 30.
Yeah, it must be plus 30 blank range. So full auto is also minus something.
Minus 10.
Yeah. So I think the modifiers cancel each other out.
How can which is one hit.
Attacking. One hit. They do not dodge.
Now it rolls low. 4 damage, pin 0. I think that does nothing.
Nothing happens. They soak the hit. Full auto is minus 10. Fading. Who's next? It's these guys. They will attack Null Sparks again. They fail again. Next. Dead Flamer Squad. They will shoot their autoguns. No hits. Null Sparks, it's your turn.
Okay. Hey. I'm just slicing dice. This green blade everything. Percentage die 1d10.
Make a weapon skill test first to see if you hit.
Weapon skill. Percentage die.
Yes.
I'm aiming for below 45. That's 30.
You got a 30?
Yeah.
Nice. That means that being a space marine, you chop down mortals with ease. You kill 2 of them.
Killed flawlessly.
Yes.
And almost enchantingly beautiful in the slaughter.
You could kill all of them, but you won't be able to dodge or parry on your next turn. What do you think?
If I kill all...
Yes, you
Yeah,
could.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. You take the all-out attack.
Yeah.
Gives you plus 30 to weapon skill. And how do you kill all these 4 of the gangers in front of you? With a single strike?
Basically a whirlwind of death.
Mechanical augments whine, twist, and bend as the warpsmith, in a whirlwind of death, a hail of blades, destroys the gangers. Grenade launcher squad will launch a grenade. Okay. What do frags do? What's the blast on a frag? Exotic. A frag has a blast of 3. So 3 of them go down. It is their turn. Full auto against your gangers. 2 go down. Antioch.
They are close to each other, right?
Yes.
And how? What is the distance between the center of them and Antioch?
Less than 9 meters.
Oh, okay, less than 9 meters. So well in range then. Antioch will cast Warp Vortex in the middle of them. Since they are so close, they probably will fall.
Warp vortex.
So let's go 75 or less, please. And I roll a 7.
Interesting.
They have now to roll against. I think they have to roll or suffer 2d10 with impact.
I'm looking for the ability. Is it Tome of Fate or is it in the core rulebook? You remember?
It's a core. It's unaligned.
Can't find it.
Warp vortex. Weird. I'm not also not finding it. Powers.
Maybe it's in Tome of Fate.
Also, I don't get why sometimes this music just stops playing. It's
Shall
running.
I? Perhaps if I attempt to make it work.
Okay. What time is it? Yeah,
Warp
I
vortex.
think
There
you're
it is.
right.
It's in the Tome of Fate.
It's a Tome of Fate. I thought it was in the core.
Vortex of energy. Fall prone. They fail. They fall prone and slide 2 meters in the direction of the vortex. Anyone reaching the center, roll 2d10. This fixture don't move away.
So total of 14.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mitigated as normal. They are dragged to the center, crushed under the energies of the warp. And now it is Omicron's turn.
will turn around and precognitive strike. Okay, that is
Damn.
phenomena. Perils 17.
Hasn't been a good day for Omicron tonight.
No.
70s.
Blast. There's this explosion.
I'm
of
guessing
perils that
Omicron isn't
gets
hitting
thrown
in
3d10
anything.
air, falling to the ground moments later.
Okay, I will roll the meters. 3d10s, right? 20 meters.
Okay,
Each.
that puts him on
257.
his ass. All the damage.
Of course, the hideout isn't 20 meters tall. Folly. Simply roll 1d10. Characters can follow things or follow matters or reasons. Yeah. It's gonna be 1d10 plus 4. Armor offers no protection. It's 10 damage. Reduced by toughness.
10 damage, 7. That's 7 wounds. Okay.
Does your power go off?
No, I'm still on my feet, but I think I am on my ass.
Mhm.
Oh, no, it doesn't go. That power doesn't go off. But let's see. Even if I shot, that'd be a miss.
Okay. Oh, it's only you. Okay, that are affected by the blast. Right.
Actually, that would be a hit. Huh.
These are dead. Dead. Flamer squad. Will shoot autoguns. They hit once. Null Sparks. It is your turn.
Okay. Where are enemies?
There are enemies back there. It's 2 of them. And they are currently pulled by Antioch's warp vortex.
Then I'm going to go over there, get close enough to fire my Goldbine Shrieking Pistol at them.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of walk up without pistol and just fire.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be first the percentage die weapon skill test.
It's a ballistic skill test with a +10 due to being in close distance.
That'd be 77.
Mm-hmm. You rolled a 77.
No, I'm just calculating what
Okay.
I need to roll under was.
Roll percentile.
That wasn't. What does 00 mean?
It
Success.
means it means 0.
Is a success.
Yeah.
Also, I slaughtered them.
You rolled all zeros?
I rolled a 00. Yeah.
Roll the other one too. Roll the.
I
the diff-
keep. Oh God!
Yeah,
When
you
you
have
say
to roll.
percentage die,
You have to roll both.
that's
damage.
then it's just a plain 8.
Okay. Shrieking pistol. Roll damage.
Well, 1d
1d10 plus 4. Penetration 4.
8 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage.
Yes. That is enough to kill one of them.
So one's dead.
Yes. One is taken out. And grenade launcher squad. We'll launch another grenade. They will fail. It goes and blows up at the wall of the arena. Nothing happens. Now it is this guy's turn to act. They will attempt agility. They cannot move. They will remain stationary. When does the damage from Warp Vortex trigger? Creatures making range attacks that travel through the area. Alright. On
I
its
guess
turn,
they just get-
it's on the Psyker's turn, yeah.
I will
So-
keep. I will keep the warp vortex.
Mhm. They hit null sparks. And
Oh.
You
They-
hit me!
yeah. And they do 1 damage to you.
You hear a slight grunt before when Osbox is going to look at the Psyker. And you can and before saying, "You singed my robes."
No, the gangers hit you.
Oh,
This
Okay.
the commander here with the
It's-
shotgun did
also
one
problem
roll
them
to
was
you.
dead.
You killed the other one.
So
It
this
is now-
this one now.
Osbox going to slop off the commander's at
Mhm.
stinging his robes.
He screams in agony. It is now the Psyker's turn. Antioch. Roll damage for Warp Vortex.
2d10
Yes.
plus 2. Okay. 17.
Mm-hmm. That is enough. The ganger gets crushed by the energies of the warp. His limbs bend, his bones break. His cries of pain are snuffed by the sound of the warp screaming through
Wait,
the vortex.
It's not 17. It's 15. I made a mistake. It's 15.
Mhm.
Does that still kill?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And that clears your HQ once again.
Okay.
The enemy gangs will know better to challenge you, even if you are in hiding. Your gangers cheer and relish the moment that they get to visit their old headquarters once again. They say that they can't wait to return here. Then the other one says, or better yet, we take over the whole hive city, and we won't have to return down here ever again. What do you think?
Antioch says, patience, that time will come. It will probably never come, but these people need to believe in something.
Okay. Nullspark or Omicron want to do anything in this HQ now that you've cleared it once again?
We
Antioch will propose to gather the bodies of the dead and pile them up as a message to the other gangers that come here
Mhm.
and decide to
Now
occupy the
Spark is
land.
going to say, one moment. I have a better use for some of these bodies. He's better message. And as his voice starts to sound rather unhinged. And he's basically going to turn the bodies into a really the captain and a few other gang members into a really disturbing piece of artwork by basically flaying their skin, stitching them together, turning them into a displayed a statue of the message, and using their blood to write on the nearby wall. Do not mess with us again.
All
That
right.
will work.
That will send the
And
message.
and yeah, and it's also going to use their skin to inscribe the symbol of slash any way you can put it.
Mm-hmm.
It before going back to his old lab and retrieving what can be salvaged.
A symbol of Slanesh.
Yes.
All right. Omicron?
And he's also going to retrieve what supplies remain from his old lab from the old lab to ship back to the new one.
Mm-hmm. A few canisters of useful materials can be found here. And this will be it for today, everyone.
Yeah, thank
Thank you. Thank you
then.
for watching.
Okay.